Araf, and today is my second tutorial of Python language. As I told you, I will be available on Wednesday and I will be uploading a video on every Wednesday about the Python language. So stay tuned and watch my next video on next Wednesday. Today I will teach you variables and calculations. But before that, I just want to ask you that in my previous video, I told you how to program a little printer that was hello world. So I hope that you guys understand how to print anything you want, and I told you using double quotes. So as I told you that how to print a simple program, but I just want to tell you, I just want to ask you that I hope that you guys understand everything I told you in my previous video, and I gave you the introduction about coding, about computer programming, about the Python language. So I hope that you guys understood whatever I told you in my previous video. For now, for today, I am going to teach you about the variables and calculations. So in the Python. So firstly, like my video, subscribe my channel and click on the bell icon so that you can get every new update of Python language. And don't forget to be with me on my next video in Wednesday. So for now, let's go to the laptop screen. So now we are on the laptop screen, and here I'm going to teach you about variables and calculations. Now let's first understand the calculations in Python. Normally when asked to find the product of the two numbers, or addition or division or subtraction of the two numbers, then we are normally taking a pen and a paper or use calculator to do the calculations. But how about to use the Python to perform your calculation? The simple is that I am here going to give you the example for finding the product of two numbers. So here I am going to write 8 into 4. We do not have to use any kind of multiplication in this. We have to use asterisk sign. Here the answer is 32. So if we add two numbers or multiply, another example like 4 into 7 is equal to 28. Here is the answer. So if we add two numbers like 7 plus 4, the answer is here 11, 7. The sign same will be used for the addition and subtraction. If we do some subtraction like 4 minus 3 is equal to 1. Whenever you want to divide two numbers, you don't have to use the division sign, you have to use the slash sign. Here 8 is divided by 4 and the answer is 2.0. Here all the answers are the simple multiplication, division, plus and addition and subtraction. So whenever we use an equation like 5 plus 30 into 20, whenever we do it like this, so firstly Python will multiply both these numbers 30 by 20 and then we'll add 5 in it. It will be 605 answer. But whenever we use parentheses in it, it will separate the equation into the small pieces. Like when we use parentheses, that is actually the bracket in the simple language. 5 plus 30 into 20. First it will add 5 and 30 and then we'll multiply it by 20, and here's the answer 700. This is how Python remembers and makes your equation more easy, make your calculations more easy. This is how you can calculate the things in the Python. But one more thing is that you can also add more parentheses, more than one parenthesis, like parentheses inside parentheses. When we do it like this, then I'm also giving you example over here. Okay, so here are two parentheses. I will write here 5 plus 30 and then bracket is parentheses, and then I will write here into 20 and divided by 10. So what will Python do? Python calculation will first add two numbers 30 plus 5 and then multiply it by 20, and in the end will divide it by 10. So here is 70.0 answer. This is how Python works by using parentheses. But remember, at first Python will just do multiplication and division before subtraction and addition. But unless you are using the parentheses to separate the things and to control the order. So simple as that. These were the simple calculations of the Pythons. So now let's move ahead. Now we can also write it like simply we can use so many equations to complete our equations. So now our variables. Variables are the way of storing things into computer program, and they can help you to write useful programs. For example, if we create here, I'm naming a variable as chips is equal to giving it a value 100, we have to use the is equal to sign. Print chips, the answer is equal to 100. Python always remains or store the last value we give it. So if I'm writing here, for example, I'm making it long and I'm writing over here as, so chips is equal to 100. Now if I write here chicken is equal to chips. Now what is the value of chicken when we'll ask from Python? It will write here print, here we will write chicken, and the value the Python will show is equal to 100. This is how Python remains the last value of the calculations of the variables. So the chicken was actually, the chips value was 100 and chicken is equal to chips, then the last value of the chicken will be 100. So this is how these were the variables and these were the everything. If for example we take another example, like I am naming it, for example, f is equal to 100, l is equal to 200 and s is equal to 350. For example, I'm writing here, let me type first. Okay, f is equal to 100, L is equals to 200, S is equals to 350, and here if I'm writing like adding these three variables f plus L plus S, then the answer is 360. Python will combine all of these and will give it the answer that is 360. So Python always remembers or stores the values in the variables. So I hope that you guys understand these all about the variables or the calculations. So if we multiply the variables S into L, it will give an answer. So this is how Python remains, as I told you before, making sure that Python always remembers the last value we give it. So I hope that you guys understand these all things I told you. So this was a little introduction about the calculations and variables. So guys, I hope that you understand about the calculations and variables in Python language. So be with me on next Wednesday and watch my another video related to Python language. Don't forget to be with me on next Wednesday. I'm saying it again. So thank you for watching my video.